Hey, it's Jessica, and I'm the owner of the blog of the makeup blog, WTF Jessica with 2 A's. And today I'm going to show you guys a Halloween cheetah look. What it's going to be doing is cheetah. It's going to be in natural look on the eyelid, and then it's going to be cheetah print on the eyelid, and then it's going to turn into a wing. And I already started doing the whiskers and the nose and everything, and I figured you guys obviously know how to do that, but in case you don't, I will still do a whisker on the other side of the face. My mannequin today, it's not going to be on myself. It's going to be on my friend who is the owner of the famous Tumblr blog, Live Love Horror Movies. And let's get started. First, I'm going to use the Wet n Wild natural color icon. You're going to use the tan and then the gold, and then at the corner of the eyelid, you're going to use the dark brown. And this is going to, if you study the animal cheetahs, you'd realize that their skin, it's not very dark, it's very tan-like. So what you're going to do on the eyelid is you're going to take the first two colors, which is the tan and the gold, and you can actually just mix them together, and then you're just going to put it on the whole eyelid, like that. And then you're going to take the brown, and then you're going to put it in the corner of the eye. And it doesn't really matter if you get it all over the eye, because you're going to end up covering it with the cheetah spots. And right now it looks kind of dark, so that's when I use my sparkle eye dust that you can get at any store, and it's like a powder. This color is champagne. You can also use pink champagne because they're very close to each other. And this is more for just sparkle effects. It's really sparkly and light too. And you're just gonna use that, because it's going to bring out the spots. You're also going to get a lot of excess makeup dust around the eye, and what you can use is just tape or Post-it notes. What I use is Post-it notes just because I don't really need to waste tape, and Post-it notes are really cheap, so that you just use that to pick up all the excess makeup. And then you can just keep going. It picks up a lot of makeup too, and they're really expensive to buy. Next, what you're going to do is starting the spots, and you're going to use a liquid mascara. Mine's the Almay Intense Eye Color. If you're doing this look for the first time and you're not really experienced with makeup, I would do bigger spots, or I would practice a lot before you actually do them on your eyelid. And what you're going to do is you're going to make U's and O's, because that's the way the shape of the spots are. And you're going to do them all the way up to the wing of the eye, and even go onto the face skin. So we're going to start that right now. And you just want to do at the bottom you want them bigger because they're bigger on the bottom. But then the further you go up, you want them to be smaller. And it runs out really easily. You're always going to need to reuse it. And see how I'm doing they're kind of like C's and U's and O's. They're really, it's really not that hard to do. And you're just going to do that all over the eyelid. And it's going to really take a while to do, actually. But if it's your first time doing this, I would stick with doing bigger spots, because it's going to be harder doing small spots. There we go. And if you mess up, you can just start over. It comes off really easily. And if you mess up one, it's okay, because you're just going to be going over it with glitter, so it'll end up looking like a spot either way. And you just want to keep going. Just keep doing C motions and stuff like that. And then when you are about to do the ones on the side, well, once you finish all the ones on the eyelid like that, then you're going to take But you're not going to do the wing yet. You're going to do that last. Then you're going to take the Infinity liquid liner that lasts up to 24 hours. And this is the color Forever. It's kind of like a golden brown. It looks like that. And then you're going to fill in the spots. So you're just going to like dab it in. Like all over them, in them. And for the ones that you mess up, it'll kind of look the same because like they all just like look like spots. So it'll blend in with the rest of them. And those are the spots. Then if you see on the other side, we have a wing going out. So then you're going to want to do a wing on that side too. And this is when you can make the spots bigger because it's just going on to a wing. But what you want to do is like you also like after you do the spots, you also want to make sure you go back and use the sparkle dust around it so it doesn't look like plain and boring, that you also have some sparkles around it. And you also want to make sure that they match up with the other side because you don't want one side to have more than the other one. And you just want to keep going. I try to do as far out as I can, and then I go up into the wing because you never want to like get too many. Turn to this side really quickly. Okay, see that one's more of like a V, and this one's more of a line, so that means I have to add more up here. Like that. Because you don't want it to look like uneven on both sides. And then when you finish that, you just want to go back to the eye liquid, and you want to fill them in. And you just pat them all in. And then you're going to go back with the sparkle dust and fill the rest of it in so it like doesn't just look like by itself and like plain. You want to give it some like effect and like just sparkles. Who wouldn't want to give it sparkles? But like for this, you don't want to put it on top of them. You kind of just want to like pat it around, if that makes sense. Like you can pat some of them like in the between the spots, but you don't want to like actually pat on them like that. And that looks really good. Then I already started doing if you see here, I already started doing the nose and the mouth. On the mouth, you can also put like a thin black line on the top lip, but I'm not going to do that on obviously my mannequin because that's just awkward for me. But you can do the whiskers. I used a brown, and I probably would have used a brown for the nose, but I wasn't thinking about it at the time, so that's why they're two different colors. But it really doesn't matter whether it's black or brown or white because cat whiskers are, most of them are white anyway. So you just want to make 3 dots. And what most people like make mistakes of is they think whiskers are down here, but they're actually like up high. And you want to make 3 like lines, and you don't have to connect them, but I do. It's like that. And there we go. So you see like the eyes and everything, and then the whiskers, and you could do like a thin layer on the lip, but you really don't have to. I mean, it's still gonna look like a cat lip. And that's basically much everything. If you have any comments or anything, you can just write me a note or something. I'm also going to do another look, I think, more of a spider look, spooky look for Halloween. This is my first Halloween look, so I decided I'd go with something a little simple but a little hard. Anyways, that's everything. I'll see you guys soon. Bye!